While I was in the hospital for surgery, he asked my mom for my Netflix login, then hosted a watch party at my place. I found out when a nurse showed me his story. 48 hours later, his key didn't work. The 24 hours after Becca showed me Ethan's Instagram story felt strangely calm, not peaceful. Controlled, like the quiet before a courtroom verdict. While I lay in that hospital bed, ice machine humming beside me, Chris became my eyes on the ground. He went to my apartment building the next afternoon, right on schedule. The superintendent, Mr. Henderson, already looked irritated before Chris even explained anything. Apparently, 2 noise complaints had been filed that night. One from my next-door neighbor, Mrs. Patel, who worked early morning shifts at the hospital. The irony wasn't lost on me. I was recovering from surgery in one hospital, while someone in my building was being kept awake because of the party thrown in my home. Mr. Henderson couldn't legally open my apartment for Chris, but he did walk in down the hall. There were garbage bags outside my door, pizza boxes, beer bottles. The hallway smelled like stale alcohol and artificial cheese. Chris texted me a photo. Even through his screen, I felt violated. But Chris had a spare key I'd given him years ago for emergencies. After confirming Ethan's car wasn't in the garage, he let himself in. My phone buzzed again. Then again. Photos flooded in. My wooden coffee table, sticky rings from cups everywhere, red liquid soaked deep into my favorite cream armchair, the kitchen sink overflowing with dishes, crumbs ground into my rug, and the photo of my father, back upright. But the glass was cracked. I stared at that one the longest. That photo had been taken 2 weeks before he passed. He was laughing in it. Now the glass across his face was split down the middle. I didn't cry. Instead, I felt something else. Detachment. Chris called. "He treated your place like a frat house," he said quietly. I took pictures of everything, detailed ones. "Thank you," I replied. Meanwhile, Ethan was texting me. "Morning, beautiful. How's the knee today? Apartment's so quiet without you. Miss you. Quiet." I stared at the word. I responded with one-word replies. "Thanks." Okay, resting. I didn't accuse him. I needed him comfortable. That evening, I opened my banking app. $327.84. Local pizza place. Time-stamped the night of the party. My debit card. The one he only used for groceries. I took a screenshot. Then another. Then I called the bank. "Cancel that card," I said, immediately. Next, I logged into my lease portal. My name only. Always had been. I downloaded a copy of the contract, saved it to a folder titled Documentation. I wasn't preparing for an argument. I was preparing for removal. The day I was discharged, Mom helped me into the car. Chris drove. "Should we tell Ethan you're coming home?" Mom asked gently. "No," I said. "Let's not." We stopped at a locksmith. I stood on crutches while the old deadbolt came off. Cold metal replaced it. Heavier. Stronger. Final. When we got inside, the apartment still smelled faintly sour. Chris and I worked in silence. Trash bags. Disinfectant. Broken glass swept carefully into a dustpan. I placed the cracked photo frame on the counter. Then we waited. 6:30